Hello everyone, in this video I want to tell you pathways you can make it into Canada without IELTS, without much education. So for those people that are unskilled, are not so educated and want to migrate to Canada, in this video I'm going to be showing you two pathways, two ways you can make it into Canada without the hassle of IELTS and education, things like that. Anyone that is looking for unskilled jobs in Canada, this video is for you. So I'm going to be showing you how to make your dream of relocating to Canada to come to pass. So if you are just meeting, my name is Jackie, and on this channel Jackie Travels, I share information to help you migrate abroad, to study, to work, and to live. So my mission here is basically to assist you improve your quality of life by opening your minds to opportunities that are available to you abroad. So if this is the kind of information you want to be seeing, then do subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so you know every time I share a new video. And you can go through my old videos. Right now I have videos on how to migrate to so many countries like the UK, Ireland, Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden, Australia, Japan, like so many countries. So I have videos on how to make this happen, how to relocate to these countries, the visas available, jobs available, all the information you need basically. So do check out my old videos so you can know your options. And my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my channel. I appreciate all the support. It's been big, massive support from you guys. I'm so grateful for that. And if you're a YouTuber or you want to start a YouTube channel, I have a channel where I teach people how to do this, how to set up your YouTube channel, how to make money from YouTube, and other side hustles you can do online. So if you want to learn how to make money online, you want to have multiple streams of income, do check out my second channel. The name is Jackie Finance. I'll be linking it up here and in the description box as well. So check out Jackie Finance and see the videos I have there, to help you increase your income with side hustles that can be done online. All right. Okay. So in this video, I want to tell you how to migrate to Canada easily, right? So I know so many people want to move to Canada. You send me a lot of emails, and even during my one-on-one consultation sessions, people do tell me, that their dream country is actually Canada. That's where they want to go. But it's a bit difficult for them. That's why they look to other countries, like the UK and others. But their dream country is actually Canada. But Canada seems to be like difficult to get into, and the reason is it's basically because of competition, right? It's highly competitive. In fact, the whole relocation is competitive. Every country is competitive. The UK, anything you want to do, basically you want to apply for jobs, visas, everything is competitive. So when people tell me, I see in the comment section people are like, oh, I don't want to write IELTS. I'm like, if you don't want to write IELTS, your options are limited. It means you can't move to English speaking countries, right? You have to go to countries where they are not English speaking. And you see people will say, oh, they don't want to take exams, they don't want to do certifications, they don't want to do this and that. But you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. The truth is, relocating without IELTS and without a degree, just limits your options, to be honest. I do see, adverts, oh, cleaning jobs in this country, nanny jobs in this country, things like that. But the truth is, it's really going to be hard to get such jobs without an education, without experience. Yeah, that's another thing. People say, oh, I don't have any experience, I don't have degree, I don't have education. How do I migrate? Your options are really limited. That is the truth, right? So even those that are highly skilled, highly educated, it's still very competitive for them out there. So let's see a scenario where, okay, you want to migrate as a cleaner. You're looking for a visa sponsorship job as a cleaner. How possible is that? I mean, I don't know anyone that has gotten a visa sponsorship job as a cleaner, even though I see such adverts here and there, 5,000 jobs for cleaners in Canada, 20,000 jobs for drivers. I see all those things, but I don't know anyone that has migrated as a cleaner, for example, to Canada. I have not seen, I don't know of any. If you know of anybody, please let me know in the comments section. Think about it. Why would they cross seven seas to hire a cleaner when they can hire a cleaner that is already in Canada? Think about it. If you were the employer, would you cross seven seas to hire a cleaner instead of hiring someone that is close by already in your city? Let's think about all these things. So my advice, I'm still going to tell you these two pathways. I'm just trying to tell you how this thing works, but I'm going to definitely give you the two pathways to migrate to Canada as someone that is not highly educated or highly skilled and you don't want to write IELTS. But I just want to let you know that these things are not as easy as you may think. It's not that easy. Migrating is highly competitive, right? So my advice to people, I keep telling people when they come to me for one-on-one sessions, right? I keep telling them, time yourself, right? You don't have experience right now. You don't have certifications, but just give yourself time. Give yourself 6 months or 1 year to gather the experience and qualification you need to get a skilled job, right? So you can be applying for unskilled jobs for 1 year, 2 years, you're not getting anything. Whereas if you had given yourself 1 year to improve your value, you would stand a better chance to get a skilled job, right? Give yourself 6 months to get certifications, give yourself 6 months to get an education, work experience, so you can stand a better chance of getting a good job. That is my advice to people. So don't just sit down and say, oh, I don't have an education, oh, I'm unskilled, and you just sit down waiting, for a visa sponsorship job for a cleaner. Try to improve yourself, try to just get certifications. There are things you can do online free of charge, to make yourself more valuable to employers, right? So I think that is a better way, of approaching this thing rather than just stay the same way you are, waiting for a visa sponsorship job for unskilled roles, right? Try to just improve on yourself, work on yourself, get an education and get experience. That is the best way you can do this, right? Okay, so having said that, let me tell you about the two pathways to make it into Canada without an education, without work experience, and without IELTS. And the number one way I'm going to talk about is to migrate to Canada as a student, right? So going as a student, you don't need to be like highly educated or you don't need work experience, to migrate to Canada as a student, and you don't need IELTS if your previous education was in English, right? If you've been taught in English, you don't need to write IELTS to get admission as a student in Canada, or even for the student visa, you don't need IELTS. So that's a good way to make it into Canada without work experience and without IELTS, right? So as a student in Canada, there's been an update, there's been some changes made to this. So before now, as a student in Canada, you're restricted to 20 hours of work, during, your school semester, and during holiday, you can work full time. So recently, it was announced that students can now work more than 20 hours because of labor shortage in Canada. I actually did a video for this, and you're going to see it up here and in the description box as well. So in that video, I shared about, the changes that were made to, the international students in Canada, their work hours and the work they can take up while studying. So now you have the potential to make more money while you're studying, and also, have a lot of work experience that will help you after you graduate to get full-time jobs, right? So migrating to Canada as a student at this time is a very good way, to settle in Canada. And the number two way to make it into Canada is through the tourist visa, right? So to get a tourist visa, no one is going to ask you for IELTS, no one is going to ask you for a university degree, no one will ask you for work experience or any of that. You can make it into Canada on this tourist visa. And in Canada, it's allowed, to change your tourist visa to a work permit. So you can visit Canada as a tourist and end up settling in the country, right? So changing your tourist visa to a work visa, you need to get a job. So while you're in Canada, you can scout for jobs. Now, those jobs you cannot get when you're outside, like those on low skilled jobs, you can get them when you're inside the country. So all those cleaning jobs, truck driver, all those kinds of roles that people ask me how they can get them without education. you can get those roles while inside Canada. So explore getting a tourist visa. For people that don't have an education, don't want to write IELTS, no work experience, anything, everybody basically can apply for a tourist visa. And when you're inside Canada, you now search for these jobs. And then when you get the jobs, you now apply for a work permit and stay back in Canada. So these are the two ways that you can make it into Canada, without IELTS, without a degree, without work experience. It's low requirement, to make it into Canada. So explore these two ways, do your research, see how, this can work for you. And if you want to speak with me privately, I do have one-on-one sessions where we can talk about, your personal situation and what will work best for you. So you can send me an email. You're going to see my email in the description box below. And of course, there are so many other pathways into Canada apart from these two I've spoken about in this video. In fact, I have another video about the Global Talent Stream. You can check out that, in the playlist for Canada. And there are many other pathways. I'll be doing more videos, to talk about these other pathways. So in the meantime, do your research and see what, will work for you. So if you want to move to Canada, I'm sure there's a way for you. But like I said, it's highly competitive. So just be improving on yourself while you wait, while you're trying pathways. Just keep improving yourself so that you can stand a better chance of moving down to Canada. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And if you liked this video, if you found it valuable, do give it a thumbs up. That is a like. And also share the video with others, your friends and family, so they can take advantage of opportunities like this as well. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.